us, speaking on this, do you want to go into like, is the West is up? No, New York struggling with their spot in hip hop.
Yeah, and so this was more so the response to Top 5 Troy because he
Mm-hmm.
made a video saying how New York really isn't at the forefront of hip hop, nor do they have anything that's really at the forefront of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we've talked about this previously because we reacted to Tony the Dome's podcast clip, and we made it a conversation over here. And we basically said that New York is done.
Yeah.
I put it on Twitter today just joking around. I said, y'all had, the last people y'all had was Cash Cobain, Ice Spice, 6ix9ine, I forgot who else. I said before that was A Boogie.
Pop Smoke.
Yeah, that's who I forgot in there. Pops. Well, that's who I forgot to tell you,
Yeah.
but it was in my tweet. I said before that, y'all had A Boogie, even though he's with the 6ix9ine crowd, and before that, French Montana. Who was in between that?
He told me they had like a moment, like a big moment
Because right now, Cash Cobain,
in
Ice
between,
Spice-
like ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rocky was around that time with French Montana.
Yeah, I guess my thing is like bringing in like not their sound, but ASAP Rocky.
But having it, you saying like nobody was bringing in that essence,
of New York, because at least with Cash
only
Cobain,
Joey, and that was 2011.
Cash Cobain, he's trying to iterate something from drill, but now he's trying to make it sexy, make it slower, make it smoother. But he's still having drill elements with the hi hats and stuff like that. Ice Spice, she only brings it with her voice. Her sound is very drill esque still.
And then they're doing the drill, but their drill is like over UK drill production, but they haven't, it's just hip hop. What I think with New York, bro, I don't think that they could strive with that traditional New York sound now because it'll sound dusty. You can't like
Gotta blow that dust off, B.
like you can't make a conductor track a #1 hit without like
Except for Drake.
without like a Drake or a Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole hopping on that.
Like you need a big name on that.
Yeah, you can't do that. So it's like all Tyler Creator because I think he had conductor on. Not was a hit, but he had conductor on. Like he produced on
Call Me If You Get Lost.
I just feel that with New York, I think we should just dead the whole New York is like dead thing because at this we already admitted that regional sounds are not at the forefront. Just let New York, let them follow their trends. 'Cause that's pretty much what
You
they're
mean
doing.
follow everybody else's trends?
Yeah, let them follow the trends, and just do them on the trend. That's pretty much what they've been doing. They've just been going with the flow. Like the biggest artist they have now is Nicki Minaj still. You know what I'm saying? So
But even after that, who would you give? Ice Spice? I just named them.
Yeah, I'm
Ice Spice,
it's
Pop Smoke,
Cardi
Cash
B,
Cobain,
Cardi B. But she's not
But she
giving
ain't
you
got no
that.
sound.
She's not giving you that. Because
New York essence.
I don't think that's gonna be a thing, bro. You gotta understand that was a moment in the '90s, early.
So you
80s.
told me that they only bring that their
Early
slang
2000s.
and the way that they talk, their accent. on
I
the
don't.
music?
What production that you can't? How could you bring that unless we we remix it,
Restructure it.
like we do a tweaker, like freaking.
Include-
What's his name? One of the Ball brothers brought the tweaker. How much swerve hit the curve? Whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
yeah.
Like he bringing back the Louisiana type.
Louis
You know what I'm
Angelo
saying?
Ball.
So it's like, I don't know what they can do. How could you remix boom bap to sound more modern? Like, what do you do with that? How could you have that New York feel? and
Because
be-
even
and-
Nas went to a California.
with Hit Boy. So
Yeah.
it's like, what could you do from New York and bringing it to the mainstream? But like production wise, that's just me. Cause I feel like it's just gonna sound like dust. It ain't gonna be that boom bap. It's gonna be that boom bow thing. Like I don't know what could you do.
Dang, they took Diddy away and they just effed up all of it. It was like Django right there. They took Diddy out. They said, yeah, Bad Boy. Because the Fabulous, would you consider Fabulous's sound New York?
But like what Fabulous put out now? Like he's not.
I'm saying in general because you said the boom bap. How do you bring boom bap in? Like, what would you consider?
I'm saying we're gonna need like you can't do Fabulous.
I'm trying to think of
He's
some.
rapping
I'm
on
trying
like
to-
Clue beats and shit. It's like you know what I mean. Like
I'm
DJ
trying
Clue.
to think of
That's
some
New
modern,
York.
like 2000s era esque like hip hop artists. That's what I'm trying to think. Because what sound did they bring in?
They was still 2000s had New York had a sound with Clue, and stuff like that. So it was more that it was like Swiss beats. New York at that time, you had like Pharrell collaborating with like Jadakiss and them.
So
stuff
basically,
like that.
outsiders all coming up.
Pretty much, except for like Clue and them. But
Yeah, besides Clue.
yeah, and Swiss beats.
Yeah, Swiss beats.
I don't know.
My
It's
Drake
like
and my two step.
I don't know. I wish I can give some type of like help. What could help New York, but I just think that we at this point where like we just do, you just do what you do. It's just if New York just haven't had an artist that became like the top of the top, they just get someone that ride a little wave, like a drill. You know, they had the New York drill scene, and they had Ice Spice. They had Pops. What Pop Smoke was like the leader. Like if he was there, you know, the essence might have been a little different because he had a really good voice and everything. Kind of sounded like 50 a little bit on some New York drill beats. But I don't know. I don't know what else they can do. I thought I can give them something as a listener, but as I'm thinking about it, I think they just gotta continue to ride the trends.
Because the only people that's doing their own thing really is like the Rock Marcianos and Griselda.
That's underground
niche.
New York. Yes,
It's
a
a
niche
sound. So it's never going to be mainstream.
That will not be mainstream.
Like they will be mainstream going on other people's stuff as features. Like West Side Gun being on Travis
The
Scott's
BPM
album.
is too slow. Like it's just not the tempo. It's not it. It's just you can't do it. It's if we go back, if I do my history on New York sounds of like what was like okay the number one albums, blah blah blah. It was New York had a golden era, but like all those guys wasn't like the bigger artists. Think about all those classic New York albums besides, you know, Nas, Illmatic.
I think the perfect example for this situation is like a Jay-Z.
That's what I'm saying. His first album wasn't a classic yet. Like it wasn't renowned yet. It had to once he got that commercial success.
Volume 2 and Volume 3, right?
So that's when who is that artist that can be commercially successful and also have like good rapping ability and also have that, you know, the charisma.
Last person they had. If that's the case, it's the last person they had 50.
50 was that 50 was the last besides Cardi B.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
But you said rapping.
But like rapping, yeah. I did. Yeah, I did say rapping good. Yeah, 50. I could think
That's
of
the last person that they really had. I mean, they have Jay-Z, but he's never been
and
the
50
biggest
run
artist.
was over after 03, like 04, 05.
It was over after the Massacre. Because the Massacre, he was still on top because he had hits off of the
Yeah,
Massacre.
07, he was trying to do something with the Kanye graduation,
Yeah.
but that was like a fail.
He got wiped out. That was y'all's last chance.
That
People
was
still
it.
saying, Curtis wasn't that bad of an album.
Because look what Ja Rule was doing then. You know, he was doing the whole rapping, singing thing.
He got that from Big Moby?
What?
The rapping singing.
Oh my God. But I don't know, man. I don't know what New York lost, like Top 5 said, New York lost that lineage, especially when it comes to the mainstream sound. Even the guys that are not even from New York are making, like, Conductor is from Kansas City, Missouri.
I did not know that.
Nicholas Craven is from, like, Montreal, Canada.
What about Derringer?
Derringer's from Buffalo, I believe.
Oh, so then it's really Buffalo and Rock Marciano.
Yeah, it's like the B Butcher. I wonder where he's from. But there's a lot of guys making this traditional New York sound that's not even from New York. Is Status Selector from New York? Even though I know he's been around for a while. I think he's from like Massachusetts or something.
God dang.
But
Dang, B. You telling me that they needed a Houston producer to go up there to make things?
oh,
shake?
even DJ Premier. Even though
Houston,
he's from
Prairie
Prairie.
Goats.
Yeah, he's from freaking Massachusetts. He's from Lawrence, Massachusetts.
I did not get
Yeah.
how important he was. My mom was like, "Hey, I know that guy. I went to school
Yeah.
with me." Okay, he's a DJ on this cipher. I don't care.
Yeah.
Look, me. He's one of the greatest producers ever.
Your
Why
mom-
Joe bad to Houston?
Your mom went to school with him. Oh man. But yeah.
Dang, New York. This is the second time that we've told you you're kind of irrelevant in mainstream hip hop.
I know what you're saying. They
They have Cash Cobain, and some people are borrowing that slizzy sound. But after that, it's like that's also a derivative version of something else that's heavily inspired by something else.
I don't know, man. It's a very interesting topic. Like hip hop, you can just have conversations for days with certain things, and just New York being that pillar, the mecca, is like New York needs to thrive. It's like the same thing with New York Knicks being in the when they're good in the NBA. It's dope. The NBA is dope. Them being in the playoffs, the freaking the New York Knicks fans, Yankee fans, like anything with New York, like bro, they bring more to things when they're involved. It's just, you know, not too many people like New York, bro. There's some different people out there. So I don't know. We just the game needs them to be part of it in a big way to us to like really feel that. Oh man, they going off over here. Like, you know, like in the blog era, you had some New York artists making some noise, West Coast artists, Southern artists, Midwest artists. Like, you know, yeah, Save Money, Chance the Rapper, and all them guys, Vic Mensa. You got all this movement, No Name. You know, like we not having that feel no more because like when the new underground kids that's coming up, They all trying to sound like Playboy Cardi, and like they from Buck knows any. These people from Iowa, they be from like anywhere. Like you wouldn't even guess. You wouldn't even know. You would think they from this place, but they'd be totally from like Nebraska somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Which is,
Dave Brooks.
we don't know where to sound. He's from like Iowa, I believe, like Idaho or something. So,
Hey, Lil Mozzie's from Seattle.
yeah, and that's yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's very weird.
East Coast is hurting right now. More specifically, New York. But yeah, is the West really up? Do we talk about that?
Another thing. If you want, I just want to say this. We don't even have to make it a topic. I just want to say this: the West is not up. Kendrick is up.
Dang.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture